What is something you could do right now that could change the trajectory of your health? Something you could watch for, that you could look out for, that you could make sure is not in particular food products you're consuming. And you can make your food choices around this substance. And by doing so, it'd make your life easier. Because now, you don't have to say no to food, you just say no to this substance, right? Oftentimes people are told to avoid bread, to avoid pasta, avoid carbohydrates, avoid dairy, gluten, and on, right? And we don't even know if we're sensitive to these things. This is what we're being told. And this is often daunting, overwhelming, and generally, I would say, a terrible experience, because people will look at otherwise whole food and think, oh, that's bad for me. That's bad. I can't eat that, right? When looking at an entire food substance, which of course, this leads to questions of, well, why can't I eat that? And then them get second guessing, and eventually literally forgetting the plan altogether and saying, forget it, it's too much. Like, I want to have dairy sometimes. I want to have, a piece of bread. If I don't notice, I'm combusting when I eat that piece of bread or have that dairy product. However, if you decide, hey, I want to accumulate health, I want to start by, making food a high priority, man, I got something for you. The first thing I would do would be to pull out a particular non-food substance that has been shown to cause insulin resistance, which is a precursor to diabetes, blood sugar metabolism issues, which of course is also the precursor to diabetes, cardiovascular illness, dementia, Alzheimer's, to affect body fat gain, to the same substance causes our cell membrane integrity to be just disillusioned and become leaky and lose its youthfulness. It promotes cancer aggressiveness and makes the inner lining of our blood vessels more fragile. If you're consuming it, basically your body is becoming more fragile, more arthritic, more tight and tense. And not only that, but in the process of pulling this thing from your life, you will save a ton of money. Who doesn't want to save some money, right? Because through these products, they're insanely cheap to make with this substance. But these same companies, they crazily inflate the prices of these products, and these products they cost a premium and they have a long shelf life, and we like the taste of them and the texture of them and convenience that this addition to so many products that we consume on a regular basis, or I don't consume it anymore, but I used to consume on a regular basis. So convenience, like we've talked about before, can be a problem, right? If something is ultra convenient, potentially it could be ultra problematic for our well-being. But go to your pantry and check your crackers, check your bag of chips, your box of cookies, check your salad dressing, your dairy substitute, for your creamer, check your cereal boxes, check your ice cream bars, your ice cream, check your protein bars, your granola bars, even check your vitamin D, check your vitamin E, your CoQ10, check your peanut butter. Yep, all of these, check them out. Many products and many more products that go through a heavy processing will contain these things that are called canola oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, corn oil. And if these things are in those products, man, that's time to give those products the heave-ho, the cancel, and get them out of your food regimen, get them out of your life. Because I know this can be overwhelming, no doubt about it. And if you haven't already, been consciously trying to avoid them, this is gonna be a lot to think about, right? But think about this: you're not avoiding ice cream. Instead of avoiding ice cream, you just start avoiding ice creams with these vegetable oils in them. Those oils I mentioned. That's all you're avoiding. So you can go down the ice cream aisle. I'm gonna find the one that doesn't have one of these nasty oils in it. Instead of eating or saying I can't eat bread or I can't eat that dressing, what you do is you go find a bread, you find a dressing that doesn't have these vegetable oils in it. instead of saying I got to scratch peanut butter from my life, oh my goodness, I can't believe it, and I got to scratch dairy creamers from my life or non-dairy creamers from my life, instead you go, okay, I don't have to scratch peanut butter. I'm just gonna get peanut butters that don't have these nasty oils in them. I'm gonna get a non-dairy creamer that does not have canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, soybean oil. That's what I'm going to do. So now, when you're out and about, you can look, okay, am I gonna get that bag or that bag? That's the only thing you have to think about is, I'm gonna get a bag of chips. And this is for the starter version, you want to get into the health accumulation. You want to make that part of your life experience where you're accumulating health. So instead of saying, I can't eat chips, which is really challenging for the brain of a human who's been consuming chips for a while, all you're gonna do is you're gonna go out, I don't consume vegetable oils. And so you're just gonna look at a bag of chips at Trader Joe's, at Costco, at Safeway, at Kroger's, wherever. You're gonna say, you know what? I'm just gonna avoid the ones that contain these unstable, highly irritating, toxic oils in them. Isn't that not simplifying our life and energizing our health story? Because you look on the packages, they're all gonna be pretty, they're gonna say natural, they're gonna say non-GMO, they're gonna say organic, all that kind of stuff. If you go to say Whole Foods. But plenty of those bags are gonna be loaded with vegetable oils. And so what you can do to help slim down the options and give yourself the greatest opportunity to accumulate health is just bypass the one with these oils in it. So consider this. There's a 2014 study published in the Journal of Nutrition showing that just 10 weeks, that's not even 3 months, 10 weeks of canola oil consumption increased inflammatory fatty tissue on human beings, like made people fatter. Adipose tissue was gained. We don't want that happening, right? An endothelial dysfunction in blood vessels was obtained. And we do not want endothelial dysfunction, because if endothelial dysfunction happens, guess what? Our blood vessels are aging. Atherosclerosis is happening. Heart disease is being promoted. And this isn't just in published research. They're real human beings, real human examples who are experiencing this. I have a whole litany of patients, countless patients, who had autoimmune issues, who were trying to lose weight, couldn't lose weight, and doing a lot of good stuff for themselves, eating a lot of organic stuff, non-GMO stuff, all those kind of things. Patients who had tendonitis, who have chronic muscle pains, myalgias, migraines, eczema, atopic dermatitis that won't go away. And guess what? Upon finally completely eliminating these congested oils, these rancid vegetable oils from their life, guess what? Symptoms dissipated and symptoms disappeared. Because when our cell membranes are happy, when our cells are communicating well with each other, it's challenging for the body not to be in a state of health. Get this. In case, you struggle with ADD, ADHD, it could be adult onset, maybe memory issues, focus issues, brain fog issues. Well, guess what? If vegetable oils have been a consistent part of your existence, a consistent part of your food intake, one thing, check your hummus. It's in hummus a lot too. If vegetable has been a consistent part of your food routine, you've literally been giving your body a subpar lineage of fatty acids, an oxidative group of fatty acids, an inflammatory group of fatty acids. This is a subpar building blocks for your brain, for your peripheral nervous system. So what can you expect? What could you expect from your body, from your nervous system, if it's giving subpar material to regenerate itself, to repair itself? So your nervous system isn't going to be on track, but we can get it back on track. And often, people feel like their nervous system is on fire. Guess what? If you're literally putting fire, oil that is causing fire in your being, you should feel on fire in a very negative way. All right, so that's the show for the day. I recommend putting a sticky note on your refrigerator, writing down a little no thank you to vegetable oils, not a part of life, not a part of our family lineage anymore. It's not what we eat. No thank you. Put that top of your list in your health accumulation book. No thank you to vegetable oils. Write it in a notepad, stick it on your refrigerator, and let's get to this. Become a vegetable oil free family and enjoy maybe some ice cream with no vegetable oils, some bread with no vegetable oils, some dairy substitute with no vegetable oils. Start there. We start there, our foundation's gonna be pretty stinking good, because it's hard to eat a bunch of processed food when vegetable oils are not part of your life. All right, I'm Dr. Matt. Send this to somebody that's going to help. Please like, subscribe, share it about. One little share, you never know. It can literally change somebody's life. Talk to you guys later.